Hi there, Jenny. Yes, I did have a very nice birthday. It was very good. And I treated myself to a facial for my birthday, so that was fun. Hi there, Vesta. Thank you. Beth Jones, hello. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Lori. Hi, Janelle. So nice to have you all on this Friday. Okay, let's see, any reminders? I do have it's my birthday promotion going on. So my birthday was December 14th. So between the 14th and tomorrow, the 17th, I am giving 14 cards for each $50 that you spend with me. So before shipping and tax. So if you want to place a Stampin' Up! Order of $50, I will send you 14 handmade cards free. Just my way of giving back. So the last day for that is tomorrow, Saturday, December 17th. Oh, hello from Chile, Montana. Hi there, Mary Ellen. Hi there, Stella and Joan. Oh, Joan, you recently had a birthday too. Happy belated birthday. So I know lots of December babies, and there were several in my family as well. In fact, I talked to one of my aunts, let's see, it was, what is today? Today's 16th, yesterday, because my birthday's the 14th and hers is the 15th. So I got to talk with her and wish her well and catch up. It had been a long time since I talked, so that was pretty awesome. Also, the last chance list and clearance rack still has lots of products left and some really good discounts. Things are starting to sell out because we are at the very end of the July to December mini catalog period. I am working today and tomorrow on packaging catalogs. If you are a customer of mine and you placed an order within the last 6 months, you're on the first list to receive a catalog and celebration brochure from me. If you placed an order with me previously, but not within that time frame, just message me and I'm happy to send you a catalog and celebration brochure as well. And if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be yours. And I'd love to provide you with good service and good ideas, and I'm happy to send you a complimentary catalog. Just message me with your full name, your full mailing address, and say that it's a catalog request, and I'll get that out to you. Lots of good things coming starting January 5th. I'm so excited. And today I'm giving you a sneak peek of a couple of those products with my demonstration. It's been a while since we've done a 6x6 one sheet wonder. So that is my focus for today. And I'm using products from the new Regency Park suite that will be coming available to everybody starting January 5th. Okay, while I flip my camera around, I'm going to ask you to please share this live video and invite others to join us for some creative inspiration on this Friday afternoon. Couple little adjustments here. Okay, I know many of you are experiencing some very cold, I'm not sure where I'm going with this. Come on, Mary. Some very cold temperatures, snow, ice. In central Ohio, we're expected to mainly get rain. So, you know, that's what it is. But temperatures have really dropped from yesterday, and it's going to be cold here on out for the next good while, but hopefully we'll have a white Christmas in Ohio. Alrighty. I'm starting with a sheet of Regency Park Designer Series paper. I'm almost used up a full pack because I'm making cards to put in with my catalog shipments. So I'm busy doing that. But here's basically the cards. The product suite is florals, and there's the back side of the DSP. And I just picked one of the prints from there. This is what's on the back. So I love that the front and back are different different patterns, and they coordinate, and it's just lovely, lovely. So for this one sheet wonder, this is kind of bugging me here. Sorry. For this one sheet wonder, you are going to start by cutting off 1 inch. Okay. Just cut off 1 inch. So you've got a 1 inch by 6 inch strip. And then you're going to turn that larger piece, and you're going to cut at, let me double check before I cut, yes, 3 3/4. And that leaves you with a piece that measures 2 1/4 by 5 inches. Set that aside. That will be for one of the cards. And then this piece, the 3 3/4 by 5 inch, you're going to turn to the horizontal position, and you're going to cut at, let me double check here. Got my cheat sheet right up here. 2 1/2 inches, okay? Now, basically this is that 1 6x6 sheet. We are going to cut off 1 inch of this strip, right? 1 inch, yes. And we're going to use that entire sheet except for this 1 inch square. I don't know, will you be able to do something with that? I don't know, you never know, right? So I'm just gonna set that aside. And with this one sheet wonder, we're making 4 cards, 4 cards. Oh, Fran says she's getting a little snow in Indiana, so maybe it's working its way to Ohio. Use the other bone folder. Snowstorm in Finger Lakes region of New York, where Janelle is. Hi there, Julie, and thank you all for the many birthday wishes. Also for the many get well wishes while I was sick. About 90–95% better. Still got a little something in my throat, chest, but for the most part, I'm good. So I've got my 4 card bases, and I'm also going to use Balmy Blue as a layer on each of those card fronts. And you could choose any color. I actually made some with my team recently. We had a virtual holiday party, and this one sheet wonder was one of the demonstrations I did for them. And my cards actually had a white layer on the front, but I chose to pull out another color from the DSP, and this is Balmy Blue. So these layers are 5 1/4 by 4 inches. And then I have 4 sheets of 4 pieces of basic white cardstock that measure 5 1/4 by 4 inches also. And I'm putting these on the inside of the card. Hi there, Tony. Welcome, and thanks for sharing. You can share this video at any time. When you first get on, you can share it during the live, and you can share it after. And anytime you share, I really appreciate it. Now I also cut 4 pieces of Night of Navy, same color as my card base, to layer these DSP pieces on top of. Oh, Kathy, your husband gave you his cold? Of all things he could give you? Really? Things are spreading really, really quickly. It's kind of easy for me to isolate and keep others from me passing something to them because I live by myself. Although that could be kind of lonely when you're sick too. So on this piece of 2.5 or 2.25 by 5-inch DSP, I'm mounting it onto Night of Navy that has been cut to 2.5 inches by 5.25. So I'm going up in 1/4 increments. My 1-inch strip, I'm putting on a 1 1/4 inch strip of the Night of Navy, and that measures 5 1/4 inches long. And then the 2 pieces of DSP that are 3 3/4 by 2.5 are being mounted onto Night of Navy measuring, 4 by 2 3/4. I love one-sheet wonders, 6 by 6 one-sheet wonders in particular, when you can make 3 to 4 cards quickly and easily. And it's nice to be able to repeat that same, those same cuts and the same layouts with other prints of the DSP in the same pack or others that you can mix and match. I also many times will do the layouts so that you can turn them whichever direction you want. I could have also put this on the strip on the left side, but it just gives you some extra options. And I find that sometimes determining if I want my card to be horizontal or vertical direction may depend on the sentiment or the stamped images that I'm using. Do that. And then this one, I'm thinking make vertical, but then I thought, ooh, I might like to put it at an angle just for something a little bit different. I know some people don't like working with the angles, but I think sometimes we need to just change it up for a bit of fun or a bit of surprise. So these are my 4 basic layouts. I'm gonna lay these kind of in the order that we had that DSP so you can see it better. And this works well either direction, okay? So super simple, right? Just took a few minutes to cut those dimensions. Now let's do some stamping and die cutting. And let's see, there's all kinds of fun sentiments in here. I want you all to, Julie, you do like the angle. Okay, awesome. I want you to take a look at the sentiments in here and see what you think. What strikes you? Because, and they can be, you can mix and match. So maybe we'll pull some of your ideas today. I've been making lots of thank you notes and lots of birthday cards lately, but we will, give me a few suggestions here. Hi there, Michelle. Thanks for joining us. Any suggestions? Oh, everybody's so quiet today. Okay, if I don't get any suggestions, I'm just going to have to choose myself. I want to pull out some of these dies from the Sentimental Park bundle. Oh, one thing you are going to love. I'm so excited about this. We talked about this in my team event on Tuesday night, but you will find that in the new catalogs, the name of the stamp set and the name of the coordinating dies are the same. So we don't have to remember multiple names. So I'm super excited about that. So the Sentimental Park stamp set coordinates with the Sentimental Park dies of the same name. All right, Janelle says, let's do a birthday. Okay, let's do this. Where's my white? Where's my white? Sorry, Andrea was here cutting for me yesterday. Oh, Kathleen Weber, you are a good friend. Reminding your friend, Michelle, to join us. Yay! I'm gonna do it this way. But Andrea comes over and about once a week, sometimes twice a week, to work for me. So that's always nice because helps me stay on task and I get to spend more time with my daughter. So that's a good thing, right? Okay, Janelle said, I think it was Janelle, somebody said, yes, Janelle said, she said, let's do birthday. So I'm pulling out Let's Celebrate. And then I'm also pulling out Happy Birthday. Let's see. Okay, excuse me. So I'm going to stamp Let's Celebrate here, and I'm going to cut it out with this die. And this die is kind of fun. This one and the larger one, I think are really kind of fun, and you'll see why in just a moment. Oh, I maybe should have cut that just a wee bit higher. I can make it work. Not cut it, stamped it. So here is what that die looks like cut out. You get some, it cuts out so well, I can just flick out those little pieces. But you get this image of leaves and flowers on the two corners. So that's kind of fun. So let's do this. And with the Happy Birthday, I'm just going to cut a tiny little strip here. And I'm even going to cut it with my paper snips. Turn it so I can see it. You could use, if you've got some of those narrow punches, I'm trying to think. We used to have, way back, had the word window, and I forget what the last skinny one we had was. I'm just going to do it like that. Oh, pretty good, Mary. And I'm going to put it here. So let's pop those up with some dimensionals. Oh, in one of my, well, it may have been before I was sick, I'm not sure. But I said, oh, remind me to tell you, we were talking about being thrifty and saving, that sort of thing. And I said, oh, remind me to tell you what my Andrea did. She practically gave me a heart attack. We were making a bunch of Christmas cards for my team, and she was putting dimensionals on all the sentiments and then sticking them on the cards. And when we were cleaning up, I was like, well, that's kind of strange that she doesn't have like some sheets left. And I'm like, did you put these someplace? She's like, oh, I threw it away. I was like, oh, Andrea, that's like a big sin in the Stampin' Up! World. You can't throw that away. We can use those. So I just had to share that with you. And she laughed and she's like, oh, I didn't even think of that. And I said, no, because you're not the one that bought the dimensionals. But anyways, I hope that when you use dimensionals, you cut up all these outer edges and use them. It just makes your product and the money you spent go a longer way. We got to save money where we can so we can keep enjoying our hobby, or hobbies if you have more than one. So I'm going to put this right, I think I'm going to put it at the middle. And then this one I'm going to have below and towards the right, kind of offset, just like that. Okay, so there's one, and I will be giving the cards away, so you'll want to hang on till the end. All right, let's do something else. How about, now notice on this one is just the plain six-sided shape, but then there's a larger one, a little bit larger still, that has more of the flowers. So let's do that. Let's do Thinking of You. I'm gonna turn it so I can get that on. And first I'm going to stamp. Now you could put these both on the same, both of these stamps on the same block if you want, depending on how you want to lay it out. If you wanted them a straight line, you might want to do that. Okay, and I am using Night of Navy ink to coordinate with the color of my card base and my layer around the DSP. Did cut pretty well, but they don't want to flick out this time. So again, on this one, you're just going to get more of those die cut, and there's some embossing in there too. The die cut and embossed flowers on two of the corners, and some leaves. Clear the confetti. And let's see, let's decide which one we're putting this on. I think I want to go on this one. And again, I will use my dimensionals. Does anybody use as many dimensionals as I do? You've gotten used to me saying, oh, let's pump that up on dimensionals, I'm sure. Hi there, Mary Lou. Janelle, yay, you're a thrifty one. All right. And then On this one, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I am going to also do Thinking of You, but I'm actually going to stamp right on here. And I feel pretty comfortable stamping on right onto my card because I am using a photopolymer stamp, so I'm able to see through it and see how it lines up. I'll go a little more to the right. And the reason I stamped the word you first is so that I wasn't guessing so much about how far I wanted to go over. I wanted it over enough, and I could even stamp on the top, but I wanted it over far enough to the right that it looked intentional, not like it looked like it just was off center. If you're going to move something left or right, make sure you do it enough that it doesn't look like, oh, she tried to center it, but maybe was off a little bit. Okay, so that's why I did that. I could have even gone over just a wee bit more. Matter of preference. And then on this last one, what else do we have in here? And of course, there's wonderful stamps and stems and leaves, or stamps of flowers and stems of leaves that you can also stamp and die cut. This one, I think I'm going to do Dear Friend and show you another new product. Here is a new punch that will be featured in the January to April mini, and it basically works the same as the Banners Pick-a-Punch. It has one punch that cuts, I know it's a little hard to see with the reflection, but it cuts sort of a ticket punch end, and then the other is just a small scallop end. But you would use this with 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch strips. So I'm going to grab a scrap here. This looks pretty good. Let me see. A little wider than I need it. Yeah, I want to cut this down to 1 inch. And let's see. My stamp is about not quite 2.5 inches long. Maybe about 2 1/4. So I'm gonna go with 3 inches. 2 3/4 might work, but I don't want to make the letters, the words look too tight in there, too cramped. And I'm just going to use that ticket punch end. Oh, you know what? I told my team something wrong the other day. Do you see these dashed lines? I was thinking the punch would make an impression, but I guess it just shows you the different widths, the 1, the 3/4, and the 1/2 inch. So I stand corrected. I'll have to tell my team that. And I'm stamping Dear Friend. And I will, again, so that's called the Happy Label Punch. I'm super excited about that because I love using label punches. Sometimes for sentiments and sometimes also to maybe put a layer behind the sentiment. Do you understand what I mean when I say that? Let me show you. So let's say I want to put a little skinny, longer layer behind this Dear Friend sentiment. So I'm going to pull out a scrap of, here we go. I'm going to pull out a scrap of, oh, you know what? I was going to use Balmy Blue, but let's use the yellow. I think that is, I can't remember. I think it's Crushed Curry. Does it look like Crushed Curry? Oh, I could do the Petal Pink. Let's do the Petal Pink. How's that for creating on the fly a little bit? So I want to go just a little longer. That was 3 inches. I'm going to make this a 4-inch length by a 1/2 inch. So I'll show you what I mean when I say sometimes I like to use these banner punches. Not just for stamping, but also just to, or perhaps to add an additional layer behind. So you see what I mean there? Just gives it a little extra, I don't know, what would you say? Pizzazz, a little extra pizzazz, we'll say. I'll do it like that and pop this up on, I've got ink on my fingers. And now I can throw that sheet away. Should send a picture to Andrea. And this is what it looks like when you're ready to throw it away. She'll laugh. And I have that. So let me pull all 4 cards back in here. And I think we should do a little embellishing. What do you think? I know you're going to say yes. How about a little bling? One thing, you want to see something else new. I got to show you this. Look how cute this is. I don't want to tilt it too much. But this is our new blending brushes storage. It's made of the same white plastic that our other storage, like the ink storage and stuff, is made of. And it holds 9 of our blending brushes, large or our brand new small ones. But what I was going to say, and I can show you a different card I made. On these dies that have those flowers, you could use a small blending brush to add a little color to those flowers. So there's another option of a different way to use those. This is more product from the same suite. This is the, oh, what's it called? I'm gonna have to look. Textured, I don't know why, textured 12 by 12 shimmer paper, and it comes in 3 colors. So that's kind of fun, but I did want to show you how one way that you could add color to those 2 particular dies. Now, I will show you the embellishments that are part of the Regency Park suite. First of all, this ribbon, it's kind of, it's called Night of Navy, but it almost has a denim look to it. So let's do something with this. I'm just gonna make a simple bow. And the Regency Park suite actually has 2 bundles. It's one of those mega suites, so it has 2 bundles. It's got the Sentimental Park bundle with the stamp set and dies, and then it also has the Petal Park stamp set with the punch to punch out those beautiful flowers. So that's a fun thing. So I love it. I love it. I think it could be a really popular suite. And of course, it's got so many different colors in the DSP. So there's a lot of variety, which is always a good thing. And I'm just going to add, I think I'm gonna add it right here. If you're wondering how I prefer to adhere my bows, it's with a single glue dot, mini glue dot, right behind the knot of your bow, the back side of the knot of the bow. Okay, so there's some of our Night of Navy bordered ribbon. It's called the bordered ribbon. All right, but it's Night of Navy, but it has sort of a denim look to it. I think you'll really like it. And then let's use some of these adhesive backed milky dots. And the milky dots are in 4 colors. So let's see. On this one, I think I'm going to use some of the navy dots. They're very pretty. And on this, I think I'm going to use some of the yellow ones. Like that. And then last one, I'm going to use some more of the blue. Actually, I'm going to use 5 this time instead of 3. So let's see. Okay, so there are 4 different cards I made with a single sheet of 6x6 designer series paper. And the only bit of that DSP that we didn't use was this little 1-inch square. So we made really, really good use of our designer series paper, which is always a good thing. And by the way we cut it with that One Sheet Wonder, we came up with 4 different cards, 4 different layouts, all really easy to repeat and do on your own. Oh, Vicky, good morning to you in Australia. Wow. Okay, what is it here? It's 2:30 p.m. in Ohio. Becky, I'm glad you like the cards, and thank you for sharing the video as well. Okay, Tony says she really likes that ribbon as well. Yes, I think many of you will love the products in this suite. Unfortunately, demonstrators have to wait until January 5th when the catalog goes live to be able to show you the actual pages of the catalog, the inside of the catalog. You know, Tony, I was thinking the same thing. Julie Heights, who's watching, does quilt cards, and I thought she will have a use for this. She will make something with this little 1-inch square that's left. I agree. Okay, 6:30 a.m. there. So gosh, you're like, what, 8 hours behind us? Or 8 hours ahead of us? Are you Friday or Saturday? I'm not sure about the time zones. I'm thinking you're ahead of us. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed today's presentation of a 6x6 One Sheet Wonder and how to use it to make 4 awesome cards. You got a great sneak peek of many of the products in the Regency Park suite, as well as the Happy Label Punch, which are all, and the small blending brushes and the blending brush storage. Oh, it's Saturday, so yes, you are ahead. Okay. So thank you for joining me. I will draw 4 names so that I can send cards to 4 winners. If you would like to possibly receive one of these 4 cards, please type in the comments now. Let's do Regency Park, because that's the name of the whole suite. Regency Park. Okay. Ladies, you're welcome. It's my pleasure. This is probably the most fun thing I do in my job, is connecting with other stampers and crafters. So thank you. Yes, please type in the comments Regency Park. And everybody who does that, I will put your name into the drawing when I give away these 4 cards. I am sounding better. Still have a little something in my chest, throat. I noticed too, and I talked too much the other day. I think it was Tuesday, super long day, and I had I was online like 3 different times for meetings and various things. So anyways, but I'm good. I feel much, much better. Just sound a little froggy yet. No, Vicky, no, not for something like this. Occasionally, I don't know if I've ever mailed to Australia. I think I have one time, and I know I have mailed winning cards to Canada. So no, I'm happy to send it to another country. I appreciate you watching. Great question, though. Great question. So feel free to enter by commenting Regency Park. All right, everybody. I look forward to seeing you Monday at 4 p.m. Again, I do apologize. I have been way off on my Facebook Live schedule. First from being sick, and then my birthday week, and it's just been a little crazy. But it's not that I don't miss you. It's not that I don't want to be here. Sometimes life just changes things up for us. Okay. And a quick reminder, tomorrow, December 7th, or December 17th, Saturday, December 17th, is the last day that you can get 14 handmade cards free from me with every $50 that you order. Okay? Have a great night. Have a great weekend. And I will see you Monday. Happy stamping.